My child, the choice remains with you. Will you treat this moment as something common, something you can set aside for later? Or will you hold it as the holy, unrepeatable window that it is? If you choose to hesitate, the wave will move on because heaven's movements are alive, they do not linger for the unready. But if you choose to open your spirit fully, to lean in with expectation, the next 3 hours will carry you into a chapter you could not have entered through human strength alone. This is the hour of delivery. This is the moment where promise becomes presence, and presence becomes possession. The clock is moving, beloved, and with every tick, your miracle is one step closer to your hands. My beloved, I can see what you cannot see. Even as your eyes move over these words, there is movement in the unseen realm that would take your breath away if you could witness it. The next 3 hours have been marked by heaven as a turning point so significant that the story of your life will be spoken of in before and after. Before this hour, you endured the waiting, the testing, the stretching of your faith. After this hour, you will walk in the fulfillment, in the reward, in the very substance of what you once could only imagine. There is nothing vague about what is coming. It is not a gentle whisper of encouragement, it is a full, undeniable announcement that the season of delay is over. Archangel Michael is standing as both the herald and the guardian of this news, ensuring that no interference, not from man, not from darkness, not from any power, can prevent its arrival. I see the way he moves ahead of you now, entering spaces you have not yet stepped into, preparing them for your arrival. The people who will be part of this moment are already feeling an inexplicable stirring in their hearts. They are being drawn to act on your behalf, though they may not yet understand why. They will find themselves compelled to speak for you, to open doors for you, to align with you in ways that will leave you astonished. And when they do, you will know this is not human kindness alone, this is divine orchestration. Heaven has chosen its messengers and its method, and everything is being set in place so that when the moment strikes, it will feel like a sudden flood, overwhelming in the best way, impossible to resist. Do not think for a moment that this is random. There were countless days when you wondered why you were kept waiting, why answers seemed to pass you by, why others moved ahead while you remained in the same place. But now, in the wisdom of God's timing, you will see that the waiting was not empty, it was the preparation of the table. The very news that is coming would not have fit into your life before now. You would not have been in the position to receive it, to hold it, to steward it well. But today you are. Today, heaven says, this one is ready. And once God declares readiness over you, the release is unstoppable. Still, my child, there is a warning wrapped in this blessing, and I must speak it with love. If you let fear whisper that this is too good to be true, if you let old disappointments convince you that nothing ever changes, you will rob yourself of the very moment you have prayed for. This is not the hour for hesitation. This is not the hour for doubt. This is the hour to anchor yourself in the truth that God is not a man that he should lie, nor a promise breaker who delights in delay. He has chosen this hour for you, and the only thing that can keep you from stepping into it is your own refusal to believe. Right now, the spiritual clock is ticking, and with each passing minute, the announcement draws nearer. You may not hear footsteps, but they are there. You may not see the courier, but they are on their way. And when this news reaches you, it will not trickle in, it will hit you like a wave, washing away years of unanswered questions, years of uncertainty, years of wondering whether God still remembered you. You will know in that instant that you were never forgotten, that heaven's silence was not abandonment, but the gathering of a blessing so complete, so perfect that it could only be delivered at such a time as this. My beloved, I will take you deeper now because the weight of what heaven is about to do for you cannot be expressed in shallow words. There is a river of movement flowing toward you in this very moment, and though you may not yet see its waters, you can feel the current in your spirit. You can sense the pressure building, the unseen rearranging itself, the subtle but undeniable pull that tells you something is on its way. The reason you feel this is because the shift is already happening. The announcement that will change your life is not still waiting to be approved in heaven, it has already been signed, sealed, and released. It is not a matter of if anymore, it is a matter of when, and that when is counted not in days or weeks, but in hours. 3 hours. That is all that stands between you and the moment your life tilts into a new direction. Archangel Michael has been given the sacred charge to see this through. He has not come to you in half measures or in symbolic whispers, he comes as a commander on a mission, ensuring that every corridor your blessing must pass through remains clear and unblocked. I see him moving ahead into conversations that will take place about you, ensuring your name is spoken in tones of respect and honor. I see him disarming the unseen resistance, breaking apart every knot that once tied your hands, and shattering the barriers that once kept your opportunity from reaching you. His movements are swift, his focus absolute, because he knows the hour has come. There is no hesitation in heaven right now, there is only forward motion. I want you to picture this, somewhere right now, a decision is being made that will touch you in ways you have long prayed for. It may be a phone call being scheduled, a signature being placed on a page, a thought rising in someone's heart that compels them to act on your behalf. And though you are not physically in those rooms, your spirit is present there because heaven has placed your name in the atmosphere. The people who will deliver this news to you are not acting of their own accord alone, they are being prompted, moved, and positioned by God Himself. And when the moment comes, it will feel like the sudden release of a long-held breath, a rush of relief so pure, you will find yourself standing still just to take it in. But hear me, my child, because this is the part that requires your attention. Blessings of this magnitude carry the weight of choice. Heaven will not force what is meant to be received freely. This means that your readiness is as much a part of this as heaven's release. If you let the voice of fear speak louder than the voice of promise, if you let your mind rehearse the old disappointments instead of opening to the possibility of something new, you will dim the light that is already shining toward you. This is not the moment to shrink back, this is the moment to step forward in faith, even if you do not see the full path yet. I know you have grown tired of waiting. I know you have endured seasons where it felt like nothing was moving, where you questioned whether God's promises still had your name on them. But I tell you now, this is the hour that answers those doubts forever. You will see with your own eyes that the silence was not neglect but preparation, that the waiting was not punishment but positioning. And when the news comes, it will not be a small token to keep you holding on, it will be the kind of breakthrough that changes everything. Even as I speak, the clock in heaven counts down the moments until it reaches you, and when it does, it will not arrive timidly. It will come in power, in clarity, in such perfection of timing that you will know only God could have orchestrated it. You will be able to look back on this moment, on these words, and say, this was the hour everything shifted. The weight will lift, the path will clear, and you will step into the fullness of what has been promised to you for so long.